Many ancient cultures shared similar beliefs in a sacred place in the north, often described as a harmonious paradise. The Norse would call it Agartha. For Hindus, it's referred to as Paradisia. The Greeks knew it as Hyperborea. The Celtics called it Avalon. Buddhists call it Shambhala, and in the Bible, it's referred to as the Garden of Eden. That's just a few of the names. In fact, this place has been dubbed the Land of 1,000 Names. At the center of this paradise is the Axis Mundi, also called the Cosmic Axis, World Axis, World Pillar, Center of the World, and World Tree. This is said to be the connection between heaven and earth. Here is the Norse depiction. We have Yggdrasil, which is the Tree of Life. This is Mount Meru, from Buddhist, Jain, and Hindu cosmology. It's a central world mountain that reaches high into the heavens, and resting above it is the North Star. In the Mayan cosmology, there is a central pyramid. Same theme with the Inca cosmology and the Navajo cosmology. So you get the idea, and of course this is fascinating on its own, but here's where it gets crazy. In the 1500s and 1600s, many maps were made that depicted 4 large islands in the Arctic region surrounding the North Pole. The most popular map with these Arctic landmasses comes from 1595 by Gerardus Mercator, where we can see a large black mountain called the Rupus Nigra, surrounded by a great whirlpool into which 4 powerful rivers flow. These rivers divide a massive landmass into 4 distinct islands. These islands were said to have been written about in great detail in a lost book from the 14th century called the Inventio Fortunata, which itself also references much older and similarly lost work. Suddenly, in the mid-1600s, all traces of the 4 Arctic lands, the Central Mountain, and the whirlpool had vanished, not to be seen on any map thereafter. Currently, we are told that there is no land at the North Pole, but instead, a floating ice sheet that expands and contracts from season to season. Here's a short clip from a documentary claiming to be going to the North Pole.
Arriving destination 15 feet, 12, 10, 2. North Pole, top of the world, guys. Top of the world. We'll get that in a minute, Jake.
How cool is that? So what do you think? Is the real North Pole being hidden from us? Are they hiding land at the center of the Earth? Is that why we are told about Santa Claus at an early age, and it's conveniently related to the North Pole so that when we inevitably find out that Santa Claus is total BS, we also dismiss the North Pole? Not that it doesn't exist, but you know, we just kind of forget about it along with Santa Claus. Sure feels that way. And as usual, the truth seems to show up in plain sight in Hollywood movies. I just watched the new movie The Dark Tower, based on the Dark Tower book series by Stephen King, and sure enough, it was all about the Axis Mundi. Dark Tower equals Rupus Nigra, or the Black Rock. And in the movie, a young boy goes to another dimension called Midworld, and the only reason he's able to get in is because, quote,
his shine is pure.
That's a prerequisite in a lot of the North Pole paradise mythology we were discussing earlier. This magical kingdom will only reveal itself to believers pure in heart. What does this mean? It means that you must shed all your past traditional beliefs and open your mind and heart to the possibilities of the invisible worlds beyond our senses of reality. The Western world has been conditioned to see first, then believe. But in the search for Shambhala, you must believe first. Just like in the movie Doctor Strange. In the Wonder Woman movie, the guys are on the ocean, it's dark and foggy, then suddenly they poke through to see a beautiful hidden land. On Kong, Skull Island, there is a hidden land surrounded by a perpetual storm system. When the people finally get there by way of helicopter, you can see the Aurora Borealis. So there we have a hidden land in the Arctic connection. On the movie The BFG, Big Friendly Giant, there's a scene where they jump through a water gateway to a hidden land. And again, we see the Aurora Borealis in the scene. On the video game Uncharted 2, we get this cutscene.
Whoa. That's amazing.
Chloe, I know where that is. Let me use your bag. Which means... the entrance to Shambhala must be right here. Here it is, Elena. The secret entrance to Shambhala.
In the movie The Golden Compass, there is a magical dust at the North Pole that connects the world to a parallel universe. That movie, The Fountain, was a weird one. Have you ever seen that? Had some domed world, tree of life symbolism. Here's one that I didn't catch until recently, but during the credits, the end credits of the first Thor movie, it has the mountain reaching the heavens, depicted in the Yggdrasil Norse Tree of Life cosmology. Of course, that one is easy. Thor is obviously full of Norse concepts. My favorite part is when they are fighting on the Bifrost Bridge, aka Rainbow Road. If you don't get the joke, then you need to play some Mario Kart. Now, this next movie is by far my favorite on this list. It's called The Children Who Chased Lost Voices, known as Journey to Agartha in the UK.
It is said to be a place where any kind of wish can be fulfilled, even resurrecting the dead.
Is Agartha a real place?
Who knows? It could just be an old legend.
It's very straightforward, where a little girl journeys to Agartha, and I highly recommend this one. The story and the animation are just perfect. Visually stunning masterpiece for sure. So I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I have to say that I barely scratched the surface on this. A channel called Flat Earth Paradise covers this topic in great detail and inspired me to make my own video. I'll have a link for his channel in the description. Thanks for watching.
And from there, I went to the middle of the earth and saw a blessed, well-watered place which had branches which remained alive and sprouted from a tree which had been cut down. And there I saw a holy mountain, and under the mountain, to the east of it, there was water, and it flowed towards the south. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it was parted and became 4 heads. Beautiful in elevation is the joy of all the earth, Mount Zion in the far north, the city of the great king.
What's exciting about this?
Well, they're all facing north, right?
Yeah, so?
The needle's naturally drawn to the Earth's magnetic North Pole.
Meaning, if we follow the compasses north?
They should lead us to the gate.